The Fed has officially ended quantitative tightening QT, and they just pumped over $13 billion into US bank. Money printers are about to get turned on, which is likely to trigger aggressive liquidity injection into the US economy and eventually into the crypto market as well. Jasmycoin is currently trading around 0.0068. The Japanese Bitcoin dropped aggressively to the downside, losing this very important territory around 0.0070 as a result of the BTC crash as well. So I think since we are making our way to the upside now, we should begin to expect something like this to happen for Jasmycoin. So if we are tapping into this resistance zone, we are likely to get a rejection from there, except if we approach that resistance zone with a high volume, which for now the volume is not there. So yeah, we are likely to get a rejection. If the bulls regain control, then we should be able to break out of that resistance territory, tap into this zone, retest the resistance territory as a support level. The moment that is happening, then expect more price move to the upside for Jasmycoin. $7 trillion asset manager Vanguard opened access to crypto ETF and funds. Genius Art regulations heading for proposal this month. Odds of getting a rate cut in the month of December 2025 is now currently at 90%. Tragedy announced a USD reserve of $1.44 billion. I think the only thing holding the crypto market back right now is the BOJ rate cut decision, which at the end of the day, regardless of their decision, whether they hike the rate, market is still going to bottom in this Q4 2025. And if they don't hike rate, then we should begin to expect the rally to begin in this December into Q1 2026. Let's not forget that Tom Lee predicts BTC will hit a new all-time high before the end of January 2026 as well.
I do think Bitcoin can make an all-time high by the end of January. So I don't think we should think the highs are in place for Bitcoin or Ethereum or crypto. So a lot of it's going to depend on equities recovering, which we expect it to, and that helps the animal spirits, and I think a new Fed chair will help.
Grayscale also predict a new BTC all-time high in 2026. According to them, the 4-year cycle for the crypto market has officially ended and it has been disrupted, which is thereby going to propel the price of BTC further to a new all-time high in 2026, which is likely to be driven by institutions. The crypto market fear and greed index sentiment is currently seated at 23%, indicating extreme fear still. Last week was extreme fear, yesterday extreme fear, now extreme fear. So sooner or later, we should begin to gradually move into the greed territory by the time the market officially bottoms this Q4 2025. If you're here to like this video, please don't forget to smash the like button, destroy the like button, share this video with your friends and family if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel for those new to this channel. You're welcome. My name is Isaac. Hit the subscription button, turn on the bell icon to get notified each time I drop new video. Now, if you're paying attention as well, BTC dominance is yet to give us that aggressive dump, which usually leads to altcoin season. So in the previous, let me say the first market cycle for altcoin, which was 2017, when the BTC dominance dumped aggressively in that market cycle, that was when we had the altcoin season. The altcoin in that era exploded. Like seriously. Same thing happened in 2021, which I witnessed and experienced. Altcoin market exploded the moment the BTC dominance started retracing, dropping, dumping aggressively to the downside. So for this market cycle, we are yet to get that dump, which from the look of things, the dump is likely to happen in Q1 2026. And the moment you start seeing that aggressive dump on the BTC dominance is a signal that altcoin market is about to explode. And if you're paying attention to the orders chart, the orders chart is still holding up well above this support territory. Now, this trend line has acted as support in almost all the cycle for altcoins. It acted as support in 2017, same thing in 2019, 2021, and is currently acting as support in 2025. As long as, like I've said countless times, as long as we are not losing this support territory, then there is no cause for alarm on Toshi coin. You don't have to get scared to sell your Toshi. As long as the orders chart is holding above this trend line. And sooner or later, we should begin to see a pump to the upside for this orders chart, because the quantitative tightening just came to an end, which is likely to usher in a new era of liquidity injection into the market. The blue line you're seeing here right here is the Fed reserve, more like the Fed balance sheet, while the colored zone is a quantitative tight. The red zone is a quantitative tightening period. The blue zone is a quantitative easing period. And if you're paying attention, this current quantitative tightening period has been the longest so far since altcoin came into existence. I think it has lasted for more than 3 years already. And the last quantitative tightening only lasted for less than 2 years. That is one of the major reasons why altcoin has been in a steady downtrend, and BTC only is the only asset performing in this market cycle. If you're paying attention, the last time quantitative tightening ended August 1st, 2019, altcoin market bottoms and we began to move to the upside gradually until we exploded. I think same thing is likely to happen, which is aligning altcoins bottoming in this Q4 2025, because the quantitative tightening has already ended. So we should begin to gradually consolidate and then eventually explode to the upside. That is what I'm expecting for altcoins right now. Like seriously. BTC is currently trading around $87,500, and sooner or later, if BTC is able to conquer this liquidity zone, then we should begin to expect something like this to happen for BTC to rally into this territory around 91K before a rejection from there. And if that is not happening, if we are not able to conquer this liquidity zone, expect an outright correction from there back into the low 80s for BTC. And if that is happening, then expect BTC to begin to drop to this our entry zone around the 80K level. And the moment BTC is dropping to the 80K level, then we should begin to expect Jasmycoin. It all depends on when the retracement begins for BTC. We should begin to expect Jasmycoin to get a retracement from this level back to the downside. And it all depends on when and where BTC decides to start retracing from. So Jasmycoin might as well maybe have pumped to the 0.0072 territory before getting a rejection from there to the downside. So fingers crossed, let's see how it goes. Regardless of what happened, Q4 2020, this quarter 2025, which is Q4, is when Jasmycoin is going to bottom, when altcoins are going to bottom. And we should begin to expect a rally in Q1 2026. Fingers crossed, let's see how it goes. As always, my name is Isaac. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel. Peace out.